So recently, I wanted to ask, it's almost like a follow-up. Why do you think, like, people from places like Afghanistan, Syria, why do they go to these Western countries where the Western countries are trying to teach their children this evil? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like you saw recently that they're trying to teach children all this gay stuff, and 600 Muslim parents came out and said no, and they stopped immediately. I mean, that's one example of a victory, but I think is why would people take their children to those places? The Western countries, which are largely Christian or mostly godless, right? You know, they eat pork, they don't follow halal, they teach their children rubbish, they're feminists. So we're talking places like Sweden, Norway, France, Belgium. You know what I mean? Like, why would one take his family and go there to settle and have a family? Why? What do you think is the reason behind that?
I think for the Muslims that migrated to those places, I think is a thing of, I think they feel like they can bring change.
Right.
You know, like you said, they came out and they protested.
That's true.
And then like they won.
Yeah.
You know,
that was one good example.
Yes. Islam commands respect.
Yeah. That's true.
You understand?
Yeah.
When
all those jokes you can't make them.
Yeah, you can't make them. You cannot joke about the prophets. You cannot speak ill of Allah, whoever you are. Unlike how Obama disrespected Jesus, spoke against Jesus. What's her name? The lady that ran against Trump.
Hillary.
Yeah. Hillary also,
Hillary hates Christ.
Yes, they spoke against Christ. But those people will not try it.
They can never try it.
They can never try it against Muslims. So I feel when Muslims migrate to this place, just like you said, in Germany, Christians are conceding their churches to the Muslims. And when they ask their chancellor, why are you giving, do you people go to church?
No, the woman couldn't answer the question.
Yeah, so like, let's say like the church gets maybe 20% of Christians to attend every Sunday, maybe like 15 people, 10 people.
That's true.
Most seats are empty.
True.
You understand?
True.
And maybe these Muslims are coming and they are paying rent to use the.
No, I'm just giving them. I don't think she's that paying. Well, continue.
No, I'm just speculating.
Right,
I'm just assuming. The problem they paid rent, they are paying rent, or maybe they are giving them a place to use for free.
Yeah.
But whatever it is, they brought that change to that place. They brought that
people are entering the church.
They're still praying in the church. They're still So I feel when they migrate to all these godless places, when they migrate to all these godless places, they go there to bring their religion.
Yes.
And they try to bring God with them, cleanse the land, and that's what religion is about. It's not about going. You're not supposed to go to places where God is not needed. Like when the people already know Allah,
right?
Go where the people are godless, where they don't Sodom and Gomorrah, where they don't know Allah, where they don't know God, where they just do terrible things.
It's so sad because these countries were fundamentally Christian.
Yes.
If you look at most of, like, all Scandinavian countries have crosses.
Yeah.
Denmark has a cross in their flag. Sweden has a cross in their flag. Finland has a cross in their flag. Iceland has a cross in their flag. Right? But are they Christians?
No.
Like Iceland has one of the most beautiful churches, and you see churches of 800
years,
900 years. Look at Notre Dame. Notre Dame was vandalized. Let's be honest. And churches all over Europe are being vandalized.
By who?
By people. Right? You know that you have to break the cross. Right? I read that in Dabi'q. But it's just a fact that they're being vandalized. I don't want to and Notre Dame itself too was vandalized and it was burned down. But the point about Notre Dame that I wanted to make is that that church of 800 years burned to the ground. They said, oh, let's rebuild it. You know the first thing they said? LGBTQ something. They want to turn it into like an LGBTQ to something. I was like, oh. So if the churches are being vandalized or being taken over, it must mean that there is an apathy where they don't care, or a complicity in its destruction. You understand? I've seen churches being bulldozed. I've seen it in Germany, especially. They are bulldozing churches and building something else there, whether it's a mosque or whatever it may be. But the thing is, that's the point. They don't take it seriously, the Christians. The same way they don't take Lent seriously, as we discussed last episode. The same way they don't take the religion seriously. The same way they don't take themselves seriously. The people who are taking themselves seriously would actually have something to stand up for.
Yeah.
We can't go to Saudi Arabia and say we want to remove this mosque and build something. You cannot. You can't even think about it. But the Christians can. So what it means, I've been reading a lot of No More News, and he's of the view, and he's proved it a lot of times, that Christianity was just designed to weaken Europe.
Not only Europe. Me, I see Christianity as a weapon.
Sorry.
I've always said it. Christianity is a weapon. Just look at what it has done to Africa.
Right.
Just you take Africa as a case study. Africa is what it is because of Christianity, not because of Islam.
Right.
So I'm not going to say because of religion. It's because of Christianity.
Yeah. It's in particular, yes.
In particular, because of Christianity. You know, the way look at the pastors. They are bad examples.
Yeah. They
have said a very terrible example.
Like there's really no difference between like a mega church pastor and like a rapper or something. Because you see a pastor coming out talking about his cars and
I'm rich.
Yeah.
On the altar.
Yeah. Like did you see that guy that got robbed of his chains?
Yeah. In church in America.
Yeah. Because it's like, why are you wearing chains?
Gold chains.
Why? Like, what are you saying by wearing gold chains?
He only wears Gucci suits.
It's chains. So that's what the point. That's what I'm making. What is there between you and the rapper?
And the rapper with gun. That means you probably has a gun on him too, because he has to do the whole attire.
Since right here, all I know now, so my go got no time. I got my lines, up tempo, make I catch my vibe. Yeah, look, chopsticks, yeah. Shut up, ice prince walking, I'm giving my all to the art. 80% of my vest from the heart. Me, I believe in being creative. I put in the time and I put in the work. I put on my tata, I give all to God. Trust in the process, believe.